I sleep in the clouds and dream in the sky. I will keep dreaming as life passes me by. I think my dreams keep me sane. A dream of happiness, a life without pain. Honorable Mr. President, worthy judges and respected audience, Assalamu alaikum. Today I am Mozam Ali from Astoria School and College, going to share my humble thoughts on a very thought-provoking topic. Tolerance is the need of the hour. Mr. President, the very first message from Allah Almighty was an instruction for humanity to attain the education. And in the truest sense of my religion, your religion, our religion, Islam, it's all about tolerance. So, first of all, let me clear the thought, what is tolerance? Tolerance is a noble virtue that helps us to put up with those who have different ways, opinions, and outlooks in life. Tolerance is nothing more than patience with boundaries. Mr. President, tolerance, forbearance, sufferings, patience, and all the concrete things are unattainable, impervious, something supernatural, rather miracles. Mr. President, here again I ask you a question. What is tolerance? Is there any logical justification of disbelief, or is it just a myth? Is it a stone in our path or just a stepping stone towards our glory? Is it an external force that's fighting against us, or just an inner voice that's stopping us from our success? If you put some thought of it, tolerance is not an outside force, rather an inner power in every single man. Mr. President, to comprehend the meaning of tolerance, let's have a look into our society first. Where we live, we grow, we interact with many of peoples. The ratio of tolerance is going down. People have become confused, short-tempered, and frustrated. We are believing in finding the shortcuts and want everything at the snap of a finger. Mr. President, we are sinking. We are sinking in the depths of narrow-mindedness, where the solution of every problem is a strong uppercut that shows the mirror to our flaws. We are sinking. We are sinking in the chasms of intolerance, where the person who disagrees with you, it's your own friend, enemy. We are sinking. We are sinking in the oblivion of extremisms, where the fundamentals of faith are distorted. Sinking or sunk, you all be the judge of them. Mr. President, we all are the followers of our beloved Prophet, peace Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him, who forgave the old lady who used to throw litter on him every time when Holy Prophet passed by her house. But our Prophet, peace be upon him, told us the lesson of tolerance. He told us the lesson of forgiveness. He told us to be one ummah. But today, we have divided into different sects. We cannot bear the existence of each other. And we are even not ready to offer salats in each other's mosque. But we are ready to put fatwas of kufr on each other. How ironic. Mr. President, who would have thought that the piece of land that Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah would give under the umbrella of Islam would become a land of intolerant people? Mr. President, I fear that someone will teach us a lesson again if we have not learned from our history. This is the same attitude of intolerance which we adopted with the people of East Pakistan, and it resulted into that half of our country is separated from us. Today, we are seeing the same unrest in Karachi, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and Balochistan. We need to change the attitude of intolerance because we cannot afford another deck of war. In the end, I leave you here with the hope that let tolerance be our guiding principle. Let it be the beacon that illuminates our path. Together we can create a world where tolerance is not just a virtue but a way of life, because tolerance is the need of the hour. Thank you.